Hey everyone and welcome to my full review of the Sony Ericsson Xperia ARC. Now first of all, I'm sorry that this review is so late. It's because the previous units I had a battery fault and that had to be returned and I had to wait for a new unit. I finally got the new unit, so here's your review. But anyway, thank you for being patient with me and let's jump straight into this. Okay, so first of all, the screen on this phone is a 4.2-inch screen. It's got a resolution of 480 by 854. The battery is a 1500 mAh battery with 6.91 hours talk time. Is that with or without 3G? That's without 3G. Standby time without 3G is 430 hours, and with 3G you get 7 hours talk time and 400 hours standby time. Now I'm going to doubt that slightly just because of how the battery isn't perfect on this device. It isn't a very long lasting battery, but anyway, let's get into the overview of the hardware. Okay, so on the left hand side we have our 3.5mm headphone jack. On the top of the device we have our power on, off and lock unlock button. And just to the right of that we have our HDMI, our micro HDMI ports. On the right hand side of the device we have our micro USB charging ports, our volume rockers and our status light. And on the back we have our LED flash and 8.1 megapixel camera. Now the device is finally fully booted. Yay! So let's jump straight into what I think is the worst part about this phone, which is the battery. The battery in this device really isn't that good. For me, on average usage, I've managed to get about half a day's usage out of it, 3/4 if I put it basically all in power saving mode. So turn off the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 3G, turn the screen brightness all the way down to minimal. I've managed to get about 3/4 of a day usage out of it by doing that. But as an average, I've managed to get about half a day's usage out of it. Maybe in some cases a bit less if I'm using the camera a lot. But the battery in this phone really isn't that good, especially in comparison with the Xperia Neo, which I've managed to get over a day's usage out of, maybe a day and a quarter out of that phone, I think it was. So it really isn't that good with batteries, especially in comparison with the Neo, which has a few more features and better sound quality than the Xperia Arc. Okay, let's counter something bad with something good now. The good thing I'm going to say about this device, well, one of the good things, is the call quality. Now, I obviously do a call quality test between the iPhone and the Arc to see which has the best call quality, because the majority of people have used an iPhone. You know what the call quality is like. Now, in this case, the Arc is a Victor. It has a louder, clearer speaker, so unlike with the iPhone, you don't sometimes struggle to hear what's being said. Well, I don't anyway, and I'm half deaf, so yeah, it's a good plus for me anyway. It's also got a fairly good microphone as well, in comparison with something like the HTC Desire HD. What was the last HTC I had? Oh yeah, the HTC Trophy 7. It's also got a better microphone than that, from what I've experienced anyway. I also haven't experienced many drop calls with this device. I think it was about, I think it was 1 or 2 drop calls on average out of 20. So it's not too bad, and that was in a fairly low coverage area. I think it was about 2 bars on this device. It wasn't in a 3G area, so I'm going to shut this iPhone up. Silent mode, should have done that before I started the review, but anyway, that's about that. It's not been the best for drop calls, but then again, it has been the lowest single area I've tried a phone out in so far. But yeah, it's a pretty good phone in terms of call quality. Okay, so we're just going to run the quadrant standard test. I'll just use Advanced Task Killer as I always do before I do the quadrant standard test to kill all the apps, make sure that I get the best reading I can possibly get from the phone. Now, with the Xperia Neo, which is pretty much the exact same hardware, I think it got about 1,270, I think, on quadrant standard. Let's see what this one gets. I can't see that. 1,368. Is this camera going to autofocus? at all? Come on, can you adjust? Do I have to adjust you? That sounds wrong. Take my word for it, it's 168. This thing's not in a good mood today, are you, NEX? Oh well. But yeah, the quadrant standard test is at 1368, so that's pretty much the exact same as the Xperia Neo. Now, as always, we're going to do the little bit of a test for the video quality, just show you what the video quality is like, and we're going to bump up the volume so you can hear what the loudspeaker sounds like. I've turned off pretty much all the lighting in this room, so all you can see is the phone.
The portal gun I ordered finally came in the mail. Yep. Sounds like fun. Looks like a Nerf gun, nerd. Shows how much you know. Yes, check this out. This is so cool! Guys! Sam, Nico, Brandon. Hello? Any of you? Not even gonna look. No. You guys suck.
Yeah, but anyway, that is what the sound and video quality is like when you're playing back a YouTube video on high quality on this device. It's pretty damn nice. It's got a really nice display. It's not as good as the Galaxy S2's display, but it is a nice display. One thing that I have to show you though that has gone wrong with this phone, well, that I've managed to do on pretty much every Sony Ericsson I've had, it's probably just the type of coating they use to cover the screen. But if you can see just there, just above the back button, there is a scratch, and that is an actual scratch on the screen, and that's been caused by nothing else but my card, my bank card. So that's fairly annoying. Come on, autofocus, there we are. And there's also minor scuffs on the screen as well, as I've managed to do with every other Sony Ericsson I've had as well. There we go, that's a good angle. Yeah. The screen isn't very scratch resistant, let's just put it that way. So if you're one that's never had much luck with scratching screens, this is not the phone for you, because it's really not very good at coping with it. Okay, so as an overall, what do I think of the Xperia Arc? Now, if it was my choice between the Arc and the Neo, I would definitely go with the Neo, just because the Neo has much better battery life than this device. However, the only things that this device has over the Neo is the brighter screen, really. That's the only thing it has over the Neo. So, in my opinion, is the Xperia Arc worth the money? No. It is a nice slim phone. It's definitely slimmer than the Neo. But it's a nice design as well. I like it. But, in my opinion, if it was my choice, I would definitely go with the Xperia Neo over the Xperia Arc. Now, if you have this phone, I would like to leave your opinions. Please either leave a video response or a comment. Tell me what you thought of what you think of the phone. Have you got the same battery life issues as I have, or have I just managed to get two bad review units that both have the same battery issue? But anyway, that's just about that. Please tell us if you like the review in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and if you enjoy the rest of the content on this channel, then please go and subscribe. And yeah, it helps out. This helps us get better products. We're also trying to branch out a bit more in terms of what we do on this channel. We're trying to get more different types of products. So tablets, laptops, netbooks, anything that we can get really. Headphones, anything. That's just about that. If you'd also like to leave us a comment, products that you'd like us to review, well, a product suggestion, then please also leave that in the comments below as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review. I'll leave some test footage from the camera and test video at the end of this video, and I'll also try and put some up on the Flickr account that I use for this, but no promises because it's getting close to the monthly limit again, so yeah. Thanks for watching again anyway, and I shall see you in the next video.